This is how I play the game. Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude. And I have to warn everyone. Warning. What you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting. Sound good?
Alright, sounds good to me.
Ipsilfin says, sorry guys, sorry for the yawn. Ipsilfin says, do you think you can spend money on a free-to-play game reasonably? I spent $100 on a Dota over 3+ years, but at the time it was really the only thing that I play. Here's the thing, here's my feelings, okay? If you're playing a game and you're enjoying it, alright? You're having a good time with it. It doesn't matter if it's free to play or whatever. If you're having a good time with the game and you feel that you're getting a great gameplay experience out of it, then you should feel free to spend money on it if you want. Within reason. You know what I mean? Obviously, don't get hooked on a free-to-play formula where the only way to advance the game is to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars. That would be a very bad idea. But if the one game you're playing gives you enjoyment, and you play this game all the time, right? Like a lot of people with MMOs, or League of Legends, or Fortnite, or Minecraft, or a game like this, Genshin. If this game brings you pleasure to play it at length, okay? And then put money into it, why not? There's nothing wrong with that. Again, as long as it's within reason and you're not spending outside of your means or whatever, there's nothing to be ashamed of. Especially, let's say, for example, you play Genshin a lot. Let's say you play this every day for 3 hours. And so then you want to sink some money into it to get some of the better stuff. If this is the only game you're playing, then what's the point? It is fine. You see? It's the same as if someone who plays a $60 game, plays it for a week, beats it, and then the next week they spend another $60 on a new game. There's no difference between that. The only difference is you're playing the same game while they're switching games. You see?
Endlessly spend money. It's addictive. Is a mobile game addict.
So that's fine. But again, it has to be within reason. It has to be within your means. The problem is that these games don't really have any limits on that, right? How many people told me that they were so jealous of me getting Klee because they wanted Klee and they were spending hundreds of dollars on pulls trying to get Klee and could not get the character. And someone actually told me in the chat they spent $300-400 or something like that to get her. And they were pissed that I got her on like a free pull. Right? That's where you gotta realize something's wrong here, you know? This is a game, if you're playing it a lot, fine. But you shouldn't be spending hundreds of dollars on every new character that comes out. You know, there's people who play any free-to-play game. It could be a full-fledged game on a console, it could be a mobile game. Every time there's something new in the game, they gotta spend. I gotta get it, man. I gotta get the new card. I gotta get the new character. I gotta get the new car in GTA Online that just came out, right? The new accessory. They're like that. Like, they need everything new just because it's new. Doesn't even mean that it's useful. Just because it's new, they need it. They're like addicted to that shit. You see? That's what you gotta be afraid of and careful of. The last thing you want to do is put yourself in a situation. I'm not gonna be able to decline this. Is put yourself in a situation where you're addicted to the point where you can't stop. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that do that. That's not good. But let's say if Genshin Impact is the one major game you play, and you play it all the time, and you get hundreds of hours of enjoyment out of it, then why would you feel bad if you spend a couple $100s on it here and there? If you're not spending that money on other games, then what's the big deal?
Like, we already know you have no self-control and you're just gonna do it again. It's like an addict, you know, like a drug addict. Oh, no, this time really, I swear I won't do it. Like, you're gonna do it.
But that's the difference between, okay, you know, I'm spending because I play this game a ton, I feel like investing the money is worth it, versus, oh, I'm just gonna drop a ton of money into this game constantly because I'm addicted, I can't stop myself, right? That's the big difference. Remember not Fortnite, what am I talking about? Remember Overwatch? Right? In Overwatch, it was like near impossible to pull anything for free. Seriously. You get a little bit of free credits once in a while, you would never get a legendary. Never! And then after I played Fortnite, I keep saying Fortnite. It's not Fortnite, it's fucking Overwatch I'm trying to talk about. The whole point that I'm making is, people should not be criticized because they play a different kind of game than what's considered mainstream. Just because someone doesn't drop $60, $70 on a mainstream game that lasts 40 hours, it doesn't mean there's I can get out of here? It doesn't mean there's a problem with that. Everyone's allowed to spend money on the kind of game that they like, you know? And shouldn't be forced into, oh man, I'm gonna make fun of you because you spend money on a game that has no ending or whatever, you know? If you enjoy it, then go ahead and invest in it. That's cool, but just make sure that what you're doing is within reason and you're not getting addicted to the formula that they want you. This game absolutely wants you to get addicted to it. It absolutely wants you to get addicted to pulls and have to pull a ridiculous amount of money. That's exactly what they want. And that's what you gotta be careful of.
Mobile game addict.
Oh, here we go again. Reddit. So people are going to try to get me to talk about fucking mobile games again. I'm not against it, but I'm not gonna go crazy with these people with their memes and lies about me, alright? So, Reddit M Lady asked, with 50-bit cheers, did you spend more money on Supercard or WWE Champions back when you said you played it? I spent way more money on Supercard than I ever spent on WWE Champions.
This guy is 1,000,000% a pathological liar and a sociopath.
I spent a lot of money on Supercard for like maybe 6 to 8 months. Remember I told you guys there was an event that I went crazy on to try to get this rare ass card, and it took forever to get, and you had to constantly keep spending. Now keep in mind, this was like 2015. This is a long time ago. You had to basically keep spending in order to keep buying the recharges for the event. Like, you couldn't just keep playing the event, you would run out of energy. So you had to keep buying the recharge, buying the recharge, buying the recharge. And it wasn't like, oh, you bought like twice. It was like, you had to just constantly for 24 hours keep buying recharges to play in this event to earn the reward card. It's a scam. It's a fucking scam. By the end of it, you get the card and you're like, wow, I got it. And you feel so stupid. You're like, man, I spent all that fucking time playing this game. I spent money on it. This is dumb as shit. You know? It really was. It was dumb. I felt stupid. So, it's not, you know, in my opinion, that's just not worth it. Some people may, again, if that's the kind of game you like and you play it, I'm not gonna hate on you or whatever. But, for me, like, I'm gonna get value out of it, but I'm not gonna be constantly having to spend $1 million to just play the fucking game and have fun with it. That's stupid.
I totally understand mobile gaming and its insane rise. Mobile gaming is ridiculously profitable. Every one of these mobile games has this microtransaction formula that becomes incredibly addicting, that requires repeated, ongoing purchases. You always need to keep playing and keep spending to be one of the top players in a mobile game, or even just be current on an event in a mobile game. I can tell you, if you didn't drop money to get every new summon character, you couldn't even play the new events. The events would be worthless unless you had the new character. It's pretty stupid the way that these work, but at the same time, I can tell you the formula works. People will drop money over and over and over. It is an addictive process. It's very much a predatory process.
Derek says, I used to play a lot of WWE Supercard in 2014, 2015. The game got too tedious. I got bored at grinding. Same with you. Yeah, in that game, you could get free stuff, but it took so long to earn a free card. And remember, in WWE Supercard, the scam is thus. You can't actually do anything with a card if you just have one. You need to have a double of that card. Once you get 2 of a card, then you can double up, and I forget what they called it. Was it proing the card or something like that? Then the card's good and useful, and then you can use it for competitive play. But it's like, so now you're playing a crazy amount, right? Just to earn the free card. You might get it. Now you need another one. In a lot of cases, they never even offered another one. If you didn't get it during that special event, you got one card. It's a waste of time. So I really, you know, I got hooked on it because it was WWE. Of course, I was a much bigger fan of pro wrestling at the time than I am now. Now I don't even watch it anymore. I don't even watch a single minute of WrestleMania. And basically, I thought that it would be cool to get into something other than the mainstream gaming stuff that I was doing on, you know, on YouTube and stuff. I wanted something different. See, maybe mobile game is for me. Maybe I could cover mobile games, right? That was actually one of my intentions back then, was can I find a way to capture mobile games and maybe do mobile game coverage and diversify myself rather than just doing console gaming, which is pretty much what I had done in the entirety up to that point. But basically, you know, it was just after playing it for, like I said, 6 to 8 months and trying to perform in events and stuff, it's ridiculous. It's not, it gets to the point where it's like, it's more work and a chore and too much of a time and money investment than it's even the fun you get out of it. It really is. It doesn't feel like it's fun anymore. To me, anyway. I'm
some kind of a crazy addict, and that I sit around spending money on mobile games constantly, and that's why I had to declare bankruptcy.
Dinosaur King did 100-bit cheers. Did you ever have a rivalry with someone you wanted to beat in Street Fighter 2 like Jay Wong or Dom Dai? Yeah, I mean, back then there were many different rivalries. You know, for the very old days, it was me and Josh Wigfall. Josh Wigfall was one of the best players in New York City, and I was one of the best in Connecticut at the Marvel vs. Capcom franchise, and we always went at it in tournament play. And over the years, I had many different rivalries with various players from different places. Not really by the end. The only real rivalry that was long-standing was me and Tokido, because every time we would play in tournament, it would be an amazingly good high-level match, and he would always narrowly beat me. It was always like that. He would always narrowly beat me. Every tournament, people would be like, yo, is DsP and Tokido playing again? We gotta see that shit. It's always so good. And they watch the match, like, he feel lost again. It's like always a tearjerker ending. Fucking shit. Damn, I still remember. Evo 2006? Whatever year was Anniversary Edition. And fucking, it was, I won around, he won around. I went around, he was like back and forth. And he eked out the win at the end. I'm like,
explosions can hurt
fuck, man. I can take it. Lose my mind. Lose to the same guy. But he was, I mean, he's one of the best. He's still, I think to this day, he's still one of the best, right?
I've always eaten his sideways like a taco.
See, the best rivalries are the ones that aren't like, oh, you're, you know, it's set up to be a rivalry. It was just like several tournaments I played Taquito back to back, and it was always a great match, and he always beat me narrowly. And it became a rivalry after that. You know what I mean? It always became a rivalry that we're going to play each other in a tournament. I think, if you want my honest opinion, I think certain tournament organizers set it up that way. It wasn't like the brackets naturally fell that way. They wanted to see us play again and again. So we ended up playing, I think it was a series like 3-4 tournaments, major tournaments in a row. Over a course of like 2 years that I was playing Super Turbo in the tournament scene. That we just kept playing each other, different versions of Super Turbo. Taquito is the one who beat me at EVO when I got fifth place in the top, or was it 4th place? I don't even remember. Was that 4th place? I think it was 4th place, right? In the top 3 were Japanese. He was the one who beat me in that EVO. Then he beat me in fucking Anniversary Edition. Then he fucking beat me at the other one after that. Like, he kept beating me. Every year he beat me. Like, fuck. It's bullshit.
In 2005, I was the top-ranked Super Turbo player in the United States. Only 3 people placed better than me at EVO, and they were Japanese players. That, by default, made me the best Super Turbo player in the entire country.
Please, number 9, why are you saying stupid shit? Talking about Goji Tanks. We all know how many times I've beaten Goji Tanks' fucking ass, and he still insists on playing me and wasting everyone's time with his laggy connection. Alright? Fuck him. Fuck that guy. Why are you guys still talking about Goji Tanks? Alright, listen. When I roll out of bed every morning, I've defeated Goji Tanks. Simply me existing beats Goji Tanks. Alright? So there you go. It's that simple.
The Bubble Man? I don't know. You guys don't understand. I literally live in a bubble.
Yeah, Erica Jolie, the reason... Goji Tanks, listen. You can tell the difference between someone who's trying to play that game legit and someone who's just trying to piss someone off. Goji Tanks knows his connection is shit, and he purposely plays in a way where he knows he can get away with incredibly unfair stuff because his connection is shit. And the fact that every time I play the game, he hunts me down and literally tries to join every lobby I'm in just shows that he's an asshole. It's not like, oh, I want to fill a couple matches. He'll try to find me for 2 straight hours when I'm playing because he's a dick, and he won't let up, so... Alright guys, a little bit over half an hour left on the stream. Again, I would appreciate any contributions, in particular tips. We've had a very slow night again for contributions when it comes especially to tipping. I don't know what's going on recently. Call of Duty was happening, so people said, hey, it's because you're playing the same Call of Duty game, do something different. So I said, okay, I'll play Genshin tonight. And, yeah, didn't really change, did it? Like I told you guys, if you guys want to see something else at night, I'm okay with mixing it up, doing something different. I just want to know what you guys want to see. You guys were asking me for this week, that's why I played it tonight. Robot Wizard Cheered says, if we reach tonight's tips goal, can we skip the next stream break or do a 24-hour stream? It doesn't look like we're hitting the tips goal. I'm not sure if you're aware, it doesn't look like we're hitting the tips goal. Just saying. It's not looking very likely at all. We're only at $22. We've been at $22 for over an hour. No one is tipping. It's pretty apparent with only 20 minutes left on the stream, we're only raising $22 in tips tonight. And I hate to say it, people don't care for this game. I'm just being honest. Like, I know it. There's a very small group of people who enjoy Genshin and think that it's a good chill game. And everyone else is like, man, it's the same as the other games you just played, and they're not liking it. So they're not showing up and they're not supporting the streams, and I'm not surprised. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just not. I played Immortals Phoenix Rising. It was way better than this game, in my opinion. I'm not saying this game is bad. I'm just saying, like, that game was more fun to me. So I'm not surprised that people are not showing up and contributing to the Genshin streams when I just played a game like this that was better. It had much better combat mechanics, for sure. Robot Wizard, to me, $8. Let's see here. I received a tip. I need to verify. All right, I received an $8 tip from Robot Wizard, and he says, get those damn glasses on. Can we get a full screen of you putting on the glasses? I need to see you. That's incredibly disturbing you would say that. I don't know why you said that. But thank you for the tip. We did hit the halfway point of the tips. Sadly, it looks like that's going to be it for tonight because we're just about out of time. In fact, there's like 1 or 2 quick things I'm going to do and then end the stream. People want to see it up close.
All right. What the fuck? That was disgusting, dude. That was absolutely fucking disgusting. Oh my god.
That was really stupid. Alright, so if you guys like this game, and please come back in a couple of nights, and I'll try it again. And we'll go, after that, I'll make the determination if I'm going to keep playing it or not. Keep in mind that coming up next week, there's actual new releases. There's going to be MLB, that's going to be an ongoing chill stream, so that's going to be something to balance with other stuff. Okay?
There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me it's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it. Is a mobile game addict. Phil has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone, just gone like that. In an instant, fucking gone. I just care about money. I just can't help it. I eBay. Contributions are mandatory, but I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.